ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Eureka Farms, here in Farming Simulator 19 with me, CWATTYESO. We have finished the oat harvest. I've got the bales picked up, get another full trailer load sold, and then had a few left over which are now have gone into the silo. Do a spot of lime spreading now. And then we're going to do the manure spreading on field 7. And after that, we should be, I think. Yes, he's on. Set the course. 90, because we don't want to work up and down. Five. And we're going to just go and do the lime on field 7. The reason I say I'm going to do the lime on field 7, not looking too bad, but we'll just split up a bit. We'll just tickle it up. And then we'll cultivate it. We'll probably cultivate it after we've manured it, in actual fact. After that, what we'll do, we're going to get the field sowed. Sowing done. Right, I'm just going to... Now, only a fraction, only a little bit. Lime. Hit the optimum for the soil type. Oats haven't actually used a great deal. It's going from a slightly lighter green to a slightly darker green. Same as the yellow, the sort of yellowy colour in the mini map there. It's going from a yellow more towards a greeny colour. See, we're just putting a little bit of lime back on the field. The oats haven't used a massive amount from the soil, so... Got to do this whole field without having to refill this machine once. Crash here. Boom. Flipping cars. See, I'm coming to the end of the field. Where do you expect me to go? just got a little bit of the field left to do. Row after this. Final strip. Field there, look. Nice big field there. Sorry if my commentary sounds a little bit off in this episode, as it may have done in the last episode as well. Obviously, I've recorded this episode and the last episode back to back here on Wednesday, the 3rd of February. I didn't have a very good night last night. Sleeping. Woken up really super early this morning. Feeling absolutely knackered. I'm not gonna lie. Exhaustedly shattered. But I'm just kind of struggling a bit. I kind of just want to go to sleep. If you keep hearing me yawning, it's not because I'm bored. It's not because I'm fed up. It's because I barely keep my eyes open. Right, I'm probably going to want the Challenger, I think, for spreading. Because the Challenger's got GPS capabilities, which obviously my little John Deere over there not. Is that a light switch? Can I actually turn the lights on and off with it? That is no. I cannot. Lights must be automatically come on at night in this little shed then. Parking back over here. I'm not going to put him on charge. Barely used any battery. Right, let's go grab the Challenger. I'm going to have to... Somebody remind me in the comment section to turn off the camera collision mod thing. Disable collision mod. I freaking hate it. I want it to actually automatically move itself so I can see my vehicles. Especially when I'm driving into sheds. Stuff. Half full. I'm half full. Go set up there. Plays up. If you've been doing stuff too quickly and you haven't exited out the menu properly, that I've still got the same working with. Yes. 54% full of fertiliser. what the little autonomous might be able to do, he might be able to bait the field for me, I suppose. Oh, disaster, folks. Got to open up the manure spreader. Disaster. We're adding manure depending on soil yield potential. Applying the required amount soil yield potential. That's what we're doing. It used to say applying optimum amount for soil type. But I think with the precision farming update, they've reworded the text a little bit. Because now it says applying manure amount depending on soil yield, soil type yield. Yes, depending on soil yield potential. So it's no longer applying the optimum fertiliser for a particular soil type, applying fertiliser for the optimal yield. Which I guess means that if when you're on crap soil, like I am now, it's not going to put a lot of fertiliser down because it just knows you're going to get a crap yield anyway. Why waste fertiliser on soil that isn't going to do anything for you anyway? Probably going to save you even more fertiliser now. And of course there would be a car coming, wouldn't there? Just as I'm getting to the end of this row, be able to turn around. I've missed a spot, but another reason for making this a grass field, because it's not easy to work with the BGA sat right there, or the fuel station sat right there, blocking your ability to turn around at the edge of the field. Plenty of fertilizer. Around a little bit. I'll complete this field without having to refill the manure spreader. Probably not. Shouldn't even be on the road. There's a lockdown. You should be at home, people. I bet none of you are essentially are doing any essential travel. No? COVID. Stay at home. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Essential workers should be outside. Clearly, me driving this tractor is essential work. I'm producing the food that the world is consuming. But yeah, you can already see the benefits of precision farming, even on this field. Having already done one round of lime and fertilising, I started up with only 50% of the manure, only a half fill manure spreader. Literally only used a quarter thus far on this field. So we're definitely using a lot less lime and manure with precision farming installed. A heck of a lot less. That's going to increase our profitability no end. Going. Fertiliser on top of the lime. Next job then will be to cultivate. That we'd probably use the autonomous. We probably will use the autonomous. I'm not going to worry about that little spot that I missed there. It's only going to be for a grass field. You'll also notice I've now painted the driveway, the yard. Painted the yard to remove that grassy, soily area over here. There's obviously that bit over there as well. Like neaten up and tidy up a bit. Back corner. Reason for that is then when I connect next time, drive straight out of this door here, swing straight over to the refill. Planning ahead, kids. Right. So, cultivating with the autonomous. I know it's not the most ideal tool because it lacks the GPS functionality. Annoyingly, somebody sent me a message the other day saying that they've got this tractor and they've got GPS working on it. And when I asked them how they fixed it or edited it to get GPS working on it, they refused to tell me. He didn't reply. So I'm like, you scumbag. You scumbag. And that's me saying that in a pleasant, jokey way. That's not me trying to actually offend anybody for, you know, anybody wondering. Given what I said in a recent video about everybody needing to get along, stop being rude to each other in the community, stop being aggressive, Stop being argumentative. Stop being trolling. Me talking to a friend of mine in a group of farm sim players. Scumbag. You've managed to get GPS working and you're not sharing the secret. That's up there with those like mod makers that make mods for farm sim and go in all the different Facebook groups and Discord groups and post all these pictures of their mods and then go private only. No public release. I think, why go to the trouble? You're just teasing people now. You're just asking. You're just looking. That's something that causes obviously stirs up conflict in the community when people show private mods which they have no plans of ever releasing to the public. It just teases people, it just frustrates people, and it just causes conflict and issues. So just pack it in, you know. I know you want to show off your amazing bit of work that you've done, but think of the consequences of doing so. You're just going to cause grief for all the players that can't get their hands on the mod. It's like the mod makers that do work in progress pictures, do the updates, you know. Update on this mod, we have now added 6 new bolts. We've added 6 bolts, coming soon, work in progress. And they spend 6 months just keep posting pictures and videos of a mod, and you think, for frick's sake, just release it already. I don't need you constant updates. I don't need you constantly taking pictures and putting your fancy filters and Instagramming, you know, Instagram filters on your flipping mod photos and stuff. Just make the mod and release it, you know. You spent less time taking pictures and posting updates and more time cracking on with Giant's Editor, you'd get your mods out quicker. You'd release your mods much faster. And it would solve the grief and conflict that comes from everybody replying and asking, when's it coming out? When's it releasing? A little cultivator. Just a bit of top dressing. Just give us a nice level, flat seed bed. Get our grass seed into in a short while. Probably going to use the Challenger for seeding. I know I've used this autonomous for seeding up to now, but I think I'll probably use the Challenger for seeding just because it's got GPS. In nice straight lines, no need to greatly overlap and waste seed. Be able to get both fields done. However, what I am going to do when I do start seeding is I'm going to briefly pop into the menu and I'm going to turn off growth, soil growth, crop growth, just so I can plant both fields without worrying about the crops going to different stages. Oh, more places to stop. Why don't you stop 50 freaking further back, mate? I think I'm just going to let the worker. I think I've got enough room. Does free me up now to go get the Challenger. Grab our seeder. First field we're doing. Field 8. Yeah, let's here quick. Already got canola selected. Be our crop on field 8. Folded. Back row, course row. Might have to just auto. 23.16. But it's 23, shall we? About the 1.6 part. Up to the edge of the field though. Solar being planted. Want the cruise control on. "13 kilometers an hour, 14 kilometers an hour." Wow. Look, this isn't. Despite its great size, it's not the quickest bit of kit. Now I'm thinking if I had a seeder or planter that was about 15 meters that did 20 kilometers an hour seeding, planting, you'd probably do the fields far quicker than using this thing, even though it's wider. Be more efficient using a smaller seeder that goes faster. Gonna have a look at the old menu. So baiting's being done nicely. Farming wise, nitrogen is still not looking great, is it? It's like 100, 20. Hello? I've just driven through all the cars. Bit of on board for everybody that likes a bit of on board. At some point in time, I would like to know, I've probably said this before as well, a couple of times now with these, get the indicate stalk things there on the back of the thing to fold out. So they're actually sticking out the sides as opposed to pointing off the back of the cedar there. Those indicators and stuff are not going to be visible to anybody in that position. They need to be out. Warn people that, you know, wide vehicle, wide equipment, wide load. old turn round with the articulated tractor like you can with the regular one. The articulated tractor wouldn't align itself properly. Autonomous in the background, kicking up some dust, look. Nitrogen's not great. Wasn't great. pH is now perfect. Or at least as close to perfect as perfect can be. What we need to try doing is getting the sprayer on here afterwards. Let me get the liquid fertiliser put down. One thing I want to test as well at some point in this series is also how oilseed radish works with precision farming. Whether the cover crop still adds fertiliser field. I also have to have a little bit of a think as well. Once I start doing the silage and everything, production, how exactly am I going to load it into the BGA? Because obviously we've discovered that the trigger on this BGA is not a tip trigger. Not just driving with a trailer and empty. I'm going to have to try and figure out how I'm going to get the silage into the BGA efficiently. Don't want to be messing around with buckets, bill loaders or telehandlers or that kind of stuff. Don't want to be doing that. Find another way. Interestingly, canola is also not a crop that looks like it uses a ton of seed. Burn through the seed. Don't know why oats was so bad then. Why the oats seem to be the exception, because we've done sunflowers, done sunflower contracts. Done. Perfect. About done on this field, and I'm also nearly about done for today's video, folks. That time again. But that little troll, he's missed a bit. Cultivator has. A little bit. I'm gonna have to go back and manually correct and adjust. Oh well. Right. Later. Right, get the grass seeded. I'll probably do that off camera. Get the grass seeded, and then we can come back for the next episode. Look at then, like I say, getting the fertiliser applied. Then we're probably going to have to look at doing some contracts. Till stuff's grown again. Out of curiosity, how much is field 9 to buy? 241,000. We could buy a field. We could. Got barley planted on it currently. Is it? Yes. Barley. It's not potatoes. Sometimes at a glance, the colour of potatoes and barley can be quite similar. When you just glance at a field, sometimes you do just double check the soil texture and go, ah, yeah, it's not ridged, it's not furrowed, so it's not potatoes. Right. I has completed their task, have they? Ah, so he's not missed a bit of the field at all. He's actually gone down the other side. Plated. Actually, I suppose what I should have done, I should have left that set to that angle, just so I can do the headland strip down this end of the field, so I'm not having to drive into the fuel station. Direction are you going, Mr. Car? You're going that way. Doesn't quite line up, does it? Folded. Later out the way. Split me cultivator and plough. I did separate them in the end. You'll notice. To be honest, is there any cultivating contracts? A lot of contracts at all. There's a field 13 fertilising contract for $1,000. But I suppose I could send the sprayer down there to do that. I was really feeling like doing a contract right now. I wonder why all the other contracts have suddenly just disappeared. Let's seed in. Might actually do another one. Give myself plenty of room to turn around this machine. Grip here, and then we'll flip the GPS course, and then we'll go and work, but in long fashion. But anyway, folks, this is the end of the episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, remember to click the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel to see more videos. Forward to seeing you all again very soon in another episode. Now, from me on Eureka Farms, is goodbye.